Hey guys, so application for PTCAS opens up next month, and for anybody that might be thinking about applying in the next few years or that might be applying this July, I have a slideshow style type of PowerPoint video that's going to be following right after this. I'm having my voiceover walking you through all of my tips and everything that I don't want you guys to forget that I forgot while I was applying. So I hope it's helpful. If above anything else you don't get anything from this video, remember to forward your GRE scores to PTCAS. I forgot. And I don't want that to happen to you guys because I got lucky. Yeah, so I hope it's helpful. Okay kids, so this is going to be kind of a slideshow type deal with me just talking, voicing over. So the first thing I want to talk about is application deadlines. The deadlines might differ from the schools that you're looking at. So usually it's from July until December, and then some schools have earlier deadlines like October, November, just to give them time to get all their information together and start going over their applicants. So you really want to pay attention to that. First tip I want to give you is to go to the PTCAS website. So this website is where you're going to do your actual applying. You're going to send in your application to this national database, put in all of the information that you need, and it's going to send it out to all the schools that you're applying to. And it's also a good resource to find out and research the schools that you're actually interested in. So with your classes like your biology, physics, all of this, these are going to be your prerequisites, and you really want to get all of your information in these classes. It's going to set you up to really succeed when you first start. Do well in these classes. So each school has different prerequisites. Right here are just a few screen grabs of the cross database of all of the schools. So on the left right here, you'll see the name of the school, and at the top, it gives you the classes, and you can actually go through and see what each school requires. For example, one school might require medical terminology, but another won't. So you also want to just make sure you send in all of your transcripts. If you went to different colleges and you did your prerequisites at different places, have all of those sent in, and then you're also going to put them in one by one into the system for all of those classes. So for your GRE, I don't want to give you an average score because some of them break it down into quantitative and qualitative, but usually about 290 to 300 or so would be a pretty good GRE score. I personally got a 290 on the GRE, and along with my other scores and my credentials, I was able to get in. So your recommendations, you want to have maybe a person that you did observation with, like a PT for observation letter, maybe a former employer as a recommendation letter, and then like your favorite teacher. Generally, they'll ask for 3, and then that'll cover your basics for your different parts of your life that gives you a well-rounded view. So for physical therapy, you're going to be working with people a lot, so you also want to have your community service that shows you're really community-oriented, that you're person-oriented, and that you're really dedicated to helping people, and you'll be able to have that rehabilitative mindset. So you definitely want to get observation hours. Typically, you want to have at least a couple of different settings. So like if you go to a hospital and observe, you also want to go to like a pediatric clinic and observe too. Make sure this is with a licensed PT, get tons of hours. So supplemental applications, those are the applications within the entire application you're sending. So you're sending a essay and all this stuff for PTCAS itself, but then some schools like South Alabama might ask for another essay aside from that that's just for them. So you want to contact PTs in the community, make sure you're doing your networking and building just a database and a strong network of people that will be able to assist you in this journey that you're going on to apply to PT school. So you also want to schedule a tour. Maybe go to the facilities that you're most interested in. Me personally, I knew that Alabama State was my top choice, so I scheduled a tour, a transcript review. It also gave me a chance to introduce myself to some of the faculty there and really make myself known. You also got to keep in mind the money of it all. So how much the program's going to cost, whether you're doing in-state tuition, out-of-state tuition, and how you're going to budget that money, loans and everything. And I'll get to working in a little bit. So you have a lot of different options. Typically, you don't see many scholarships as far as physical therapy. It's not like undergrad where you have a great GPA, so they're going to give you a scholarship. Maybe after you've been in the program, but if you're first accepted, your best option is going to be to get outside scholarships or apply for loans. So just keep in mind that you're working hard through this, and it's going to be a long process, but you want to stay motivated. Don't get discouraged. Everybody gets discouraged at one point, and you're going to think, like, it's too long a process. Am I good enough? I was even thinking that, and I just had to pray about it and trust in God. So you just want to have a strong network of people that are going to be able to help you do this, people that are going to motivate you and that are going along the same path of you, that can share your experiences and your frustrations, and that's going to be really helpful throughout the process too. So when you're doing this application, you're going to get pretty stressed. So make sure you're taking your time going through the process. For me, I got super stressed, and what happened was I sent my application before it was even done. And I talked about that a little bit in another video. I was lucky that I even got accepted. So one thing that I would want someone to tell me if I was applying again is to just take your time when you're doing it. It's going to be a stressful process, but make sure you dot your I's and you cross your T's. If you're putting in the work to do this, you want to do it 100%. After everything, it's going to be completely worth it. You're going to definitely feel like you're working towards something bigger. You're working in your passion. And here's a picture of me and some of my classmates. Well, all of my classmates after our first year of school. So it's really been worth it, and I've really enjoyed it so far. Alright guys, so I hope you enjoyed that video. I hope it was helpful. So glad I've been able to help out some people so far that have reached out to me. And if you do still have any questions or just want to have some motivation from me, feel free to reach out. And yeah.